Good morning, everybody. It's time for Morning Manna, and this morning is all about headspace. Headspace. That's what we're talking about on this morning. And just want to reach out and say hello to everybody on this morning before we get into the manna on this morning. Got a word, it dropped into my spirit actually yesterday, and I have not been able to just keep myself long enough for this moment to share with you and give you this impartation. I've been quite impatient about it because it really is something that the Lord dropped in my spirit, and it is about headspace. Headspace. What's going on with your headspace? How about that? Good morning, Erica. How are you on this morning? Happy Friday Eve, everyone. And you all right. How about that? Happy Friday Eve. I love that. Good morning, Ramona. How are you? Ella, how are you? Brother Nesbitt, how are you? Cece, how are you? Vaughn, how are you doing? Joyelle, Mississippi, how are you doing? Deacon Joe, how are you? Alicia, how are you? Liz, how are you? Gerald, how are you on this morning? Vicky, how are you on this morning? And yes, Liz, yes. It was good to see you on last night in Bible study. Glad you are back where you belong, right here with the life changers, right here in O'Fallon, not Houston, Texas. How about that? Good morning, Brenda. How are you? Good morning, Pamela. How are you? Aura, how are you? Elder Mobley, how are you on this morning? Verena, how are you? Fawn, how are you? Jacqueline, how are you? Francine, how are you doing? Elder Mobley, you said headspace, correct. Now, I just want to just share this with you guys now. Make sure you put your comments in the chat area. Put your comments in the chat area because the cumulative effect of everybody seeing those comments create community, as well as it gives the next person the revelation that you got. And now we have a whole big pile of revelation that we can take into our day to really help us. Headspaces, right? That's what we're talking about. Good morning, Coach Dagny. How are you? Carolyn, how are you? Denise, how are you? Linda, how are you? Laura, how are you? Elder Jan, how are you? Brother Pope, how's everything down in Middlesex, North Kakalaki? How about that? Headspace, headspace, headspace. The text, the talk, the takeaway, 5 minutes or less. Let me share this word that the Lord dropped into my spirit on yesterday. And here it is. The text is Philippians 2:5. Philippians 2:5. Have this mind among you, or among yourselves, the English Standard Version, which is yours in Christ Jesus. Have this mind that is in you, this mind that is also in Christ Jesus. Have that mind in you. How about that? Headspace. Headspace. Let's deal with headspace. First thing that comes to my mind, it's not one of the three, but what comes into my mind is I want to raise this question. Who's taking up space in your head without paying rent? Who, what is going on in your life that's taking up headspace in your mind and they're not paying rent? Think about it. Think about it. Where is the majority of your thoughts right now? Three things I want to share with you. One is make room for thoughts above and not below. Colossians 3:2 says, put your mind on the things that are above and not the things of this world. Not the things that are below, beneath. No, keep your mind on those things that are above. Make room for those things. The second thing is this. Whatever you think, so are you. After a while, keep thinking about it and see, don't you act on it. That's what Proverbs 23:7 says. Whatsoever man thinketh, so is he. Whatsoever man thinketh, so is he. So whatever is preoccupying you, after a while, you're going to take action on it. You're going to take action on it, and it will become you. third thing is this: renew your mind daily, if not hourly. Renew your mind daily, if not hourly. Romans 12:1 says, be ye transformed by the renewing of your mind. Do not be conformed to this world, but be ye transformed by the renewing of your mind. That's right. Because the fact of the matter is, whatever has your headspace, that's where you're headed. Whatever has your headspace, that's where you're headed. So what do you do about this? Let me read Philippians now 4:8. Finally, brothers, whatsoever is true, whatsoever honorable, whatsoever is just, whatsoever is pure, whatsoever is lovely, whatsoever is commendable, if there is any excellence, if there is anything worthy of praise, think about these things. Think about that. What's your takeaway this morning? Your takeaway is this: give Jesus your headspace, because whatever is in your head, that's where you're headed. The Lord be with you today. May his face shine upon you and give you peace. If this bless you, bless somebody else. Don't keep it to yourself. I'll see you tomorrow morning with more Morning Manna. God bless you. Bye now.